Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Today's video is going to be on Bitcoin, ETH, BNB, and Doge. My name is Carrie. I am a Elliott Wave trader full-time. I am part of the New Wave Traders Discord. I am one of the professional traders in that Discord. We also have 3 other professional traders. If you are interested in taking your Elliott Wave knowledge to the next level, learning some awesome strategies, and just an all-around great group, I really highly suggest considering our trial offer that we have going on right now and coming and taking a look and see if it's a good fit for you. The description's in the link below. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market. So I'm going to talk about Bitcoin here and talk about 2 scenarios. I know that everybody wants a 500K Bitcoin, but we have to consider both sides always. And when everybody is screaming that this is going to $1 million, we really need to take a step back and think about, well, what could happen if it's not going to $1 million? So I have 2 thoughts in my mind here that I want to share. So my first thought is that obviously this is a wave 1 and a wave 2, and we're going to the moon. And basically, this was all a higher degree wave 1. So basically, this is a very high degree wave 1. This is a very high degree wave 2. And we're going to infinity. That's the very bullish scenario. And that this is wave 1, 2, this 3, 4, 5 is going to be way up there somewhere before we even get to this higher degree, wave 1 and 2. That's the very bullish scenario. The other scenario that I am considering, and that I've always considered, is that this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2. This long bull run that we had, which would be logical, is a 3. This all was a 4. And this is a wave 5. And after that completes, we're going to have a wave 2 to the downside. Now, the wave 2 doesn't have to go to $200. It basically would just correct this whole run. It's logical. This is the longest wave for wave 3. The wave 4 came to a perfect 382 fib level, which is a perfect ideal extension for a wave 4. As you can see here. And also one more thing. If you project for a wave 5, they usually come to the 0.5 or 618. And we're getting very close to that. Now, I don't know if I have all the data over here. I probably don't. But I went and looked, and all we have after this is big, huge wicks. So where to start this actually fib pull is hard to tell. So With that being said, this wave 5 could go much higher. It doesn't have to end here. It could go way up into the 150,000, something like that. But this is something to consider. And I wanted to put that on the table. So if this is a wave 5, you're not caught completely off guard. Like, what is happening here? So let's talk about the current situation and consider it being wave 1, wave 2, okay? So, as I say in all my videos, we've done in the prior bull run, we held the 21 the whole time. We wicked through it once, twice, but we closed above it on a weekly time frame. Right now, we've done a nice job of front running the 21. If we roll over and wick through it here, I want to see us close the weekly candle back above it. On a weekly time frame, we're doing a nice job of front running the 50, but it doesn't mean this can't give another roll over here. In the prior bull run, we always held the 50, pushed up into the 80, 90s, held the 50, pushed up into the 80, 90s. That's what we want to see if we want to continue this bull run higher and higher and higher. Let's talk about okay, so I see this as a subdegree third, a subdegree fourth, and there's a little bit of iffiness in here. I was calling this a higher degree third, and my 4 disappeared there. Where'd it go? And I was calling this the fourth, and we were looking for a fifth. Or this was the end of the fourth. Here. That's what it was. I'm sorry. I took a better look at this in here. And when you pull a projection for a fifth wave, there's 2 ways to pull it. This is the first way. And a normal fifth wave hits the 2.236, which it did. The other way to pull it is like this. And a fifth wave hits a 0.5 or a 618. And as you can see, right here, we hit that. So I'm considering that the 3 is over here. And what does that change? Not a lot. It just makes this correction shorter and actually makes more sense. Because we were doing one, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The way we had it before was the 3 was here, the 4 was here, this was a 5, then we were calling this a W, an X, and a Y here in the middle. With the change, the W goes here, the 5 goes here, 4 goes here, and the 3 goes here, and it just seems more logical to me. So let's talk about if this is correct, what we need to watch out for here. If this is actually not correct and it was the other way, and this is a W, an X, and a Y, it doesn't make a lot of difference other because we still ended on a Y either way. Either way, we ended on a Y. I just wanted to point that out for those of you that know Elliott Wave and noticed my chart was different. But either way, we ended on a C or a Y. This is most likely, if with it this way, the labeling, so we're correct here, is actually an A, a B, and a C. That's the correct labeling. So what needs to happen? Well, to be bullish, we absolutely have to hold this low. This low needs to be held for this to be the start of something to the upside. Let's go to a lower time frame and really take a look at it. Okay, let's talk about the bullish scenario first. The bullish scenario is that we are creating a wave 1, a wave 2 to the downside. We're going to go up for 3, 4, 5, on up there. That is the bullish scenario. What am I looking for? I'm looking for hopefully a correction that comes down into this box area. Which, as you can see, any one of these Fib levels, 382.5618. As you can see, we have nice support coming in right here, which supports the idea that we will get a hit to the 0.5618 and hold that support. So that's what I'm looking for. Stop would definitely go here because we don't want to break that bottom. So let's talk about the bearish scenario. Bearish scenario is that we've either we're creating an A, B, and a C to the upside, or a W, an X, and a Y to the upside. But let's take a look at that real quick here. What is the bullish scenario? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on up there. So after we correct down, the next move is up, regardless. So this is not financial advice, but I think you get the picture here. The next move is up. So if we move up correctively and we don't move up impulsively, and I'm projecting here what level we're going to hit because we haven't actually pivoted yet. But if we're going to do the WXY or the ABC, we're going to hit somewhere in this pocket here after we pull down. Now we could 100% get a very shallow pullback. So take that into consideration also. I cannot guarantee that it's going to come down to this box area. We could definitely get a very shallow pullback. Oops, wrong one. Definitely with the X also. And with the wave 2. If it's a wave 2, we can get a very shallow pullback. So we need to pay real close attention to this right here. I'm hoping for the 618, the 0.5, and to come back down into this resistance or support. So this is the bullish and the bearish options. Let's talk about the bearish and what it would be if this is what we did. Basically, if we do a corrective move to the upside, this turns into a W or an A. The corrective move turns into an X or a B. And then depending on how we come down, if we come down in 3 legs, it's a Y. If we come down in 5 legs, it's a C. And then we've just made a bigger 4th wave. And this 4 goes here. But we totally have the chance here for it to be over. And the 4 is here. We have to see what happens in this current situation. Let's see if we have any. I don't want to delete all that off there. Let me just quickly. There. Let's see if we have any bullish divergence. Okay. So let's go the 4 hour. 4 hour is trying to hold 50. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to. I think it's going to go ahead and come down, come down to the bottom of this band, may even come down to the 30, reset itself. That would be perfect. Then this doesn't break the bottom. Okay, will give us bullish divergence to take off like we want. So basically, this comes on down. RSI comes down, resets itself, comes out of the band, and gives us bullish divergence. And we moon. That would be the perfect scenario. Let's move over to ETH. ETH has been a bear. I'm not going to lie about this. This has been awful on an Elliott Wave perspective to figure out what is going on, what's the count. So basically, as long as it's making higher lows and higher highs, I'm just going with it. As long as every time it comes down, it's giving us bullish divergence, well, it's going back up to the upside. But we'll talk about what I think the possible count is. Lower degree 3rd and 4th here. Higher degree 3rd and 4th here. And this upwards movement, I feel, was an ending diagonal that gave us a 5th for the white count, which gives us a higher degree 3rd right here. Now, this is what bugs me. If this is a higher degree 3rd, then this 3rd, 4th, 5th, then obviously we need a bigger corrective 4th wave than the 2 that we got back here. And then all we get is this little tiny fourth wave. That doesn't make sense to me, but it's possible. We have one other option on the table that this fourth could possibly not be done, is that we are actually creating a B wave here, which actually would be like this. This is the B wave pocket. These two extensions here, 1.382, 1.236. If we come up here and we tag the 1.618, this comes off the table, okay? But what actually could happen is what we have here is an A. This is creating a B, and then we come down for a C, and that's our fourth wave. But if we come up here and we tag this 1.618, this option is off the table. So, what would that mean? Well, that would mean, if it hit the 1.618, is that this was a fourth, and this is the start of something. And it's just the way it is. We got a small fourth. So if this is the start of something, we cannot break this low if this is going to be the start of something. And basically what we would be looking for is this was a 1, a 2, we're going to go on up for 3, 4, 5. We'll correct back and then continue on. Like I said, ETH has not been easy. We have bearish divergence on the 8-hour time frame here. Four-hour, we have it again. So let's be careful here, guys. This being an A, B to the upside could be true. A, B, and then we dump down for C, which would totally make sense. That would be the bigger fourth wave I'm looking for. But if we blast right through it, which was totally possible that we can take this bearish divergence out and blast through, and this is the start of something. But if that's the case, we cannot break this red line. So that this video is not 100 years long, let's move on to BNB. BNB on the weekly is looking very nice. We do have some bearish divergence between these 2 points right here. Let's be careful of that. The daily feels like it wants to come down and find support on the 50. It kind of front run the band here, which makes me feel like it might roll over. But let's see what the count is. So basically, I see this as a third, a fourth, and this is a fifth wave, and we could be in the fourth wave of it. So basically, this is a 3, this is a 4, and we're in the fourth wave of the fifth. Let's see what I have drawn here. this was a video that I made yesterday and I wasn't able to release it. Okay, so this is good. So when I made this video yesterday, I said that only way that this could be bullish is to give us a fifth leg in this diagonal here. And it looks like it did that. Okay, so let's start out with the bullish option, because this is the bearish. So the bullish option is we don't want to break this low, this blue line here. Okay, and the bullish option is that this is the start of something. We need to come down for a wave 2, so I'm projecting that. This is the diagonal for 1. We come down for a wave 2. They like to come into the prior wave 2. 3, 4, 5. 3 needs to hit the 1.618. This is bullish option. We can't break this low. Bearish option is that this has created an A, we get a B, and then we go up for C, right into this expanded B pocket, and then we get a bigger fourth wave that gives us an A, a B, and a C to the downside. And what you want to create is a higher low than this low and blast to the upside. That is the bullish and the bearish options. Let's move on over to Doggy Dodge. So, Dodge had a really deep correction here, but it found support on this prior little order block here. Then we had this massive buy up, but unfortunately this does look corrective to me. Not seeing any, well, there was a little bit of bearish divergence between this pivot and this pivot. It's a straight across, and this is a lower low on the 4-hour time frame. On the 1 hour, it has reset itself, but it's not giving us bullish divergence. So let's talk about the two scenarios. Bullish scenario is that we stay above this red line. Make that a little darker, bigger for you. Bullish scenario is that this was a 1, a 2, one second, I'm thinking here. Yes, 1, 2. We're going to blast out of this channel for 3, find it as support for 4, and then we go up for 5. The bearish option is that we've created a W, an X, And this Y isn't done, and it's probably going to try to hit up here. And then at that point, unfortunately, we're going to need a partner for this to the downside. And best case scenario, you make a higher low. That's what you want. We want to protect this low. And we want to make a higher low. That would be a bullish recovery. And then we can try and take off. So that's the bullish and the bearish options on Doge. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Let me know in the comments if this was easy to understand. I am thinking about adding some support and resistance, things like that, into my TA for those of you that don't understand Elliott Wave, but I really highly would suggest, if you want to learn Elliott Wave, take advantage of our trial offer, come in, take a look at our Discord. You will not be disappointed. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Oh, there it was. Oh, yeah. They had to bark at the end.